laugh.
My name is Genie and welcome to the Media Club.
Perfect.
Hi, it's Elena. Hi, it's Redmond.
The practice run. You're there, he's here. I'm gonna walk in, say, can we get some teacher volunteers? You. You're gonna walk in, you're gonna say, lay down right here, please.
Lay down right here, please.
They're gonna lay down. That's it. Welcome to Brookvale Media.
Hi, I'm...
Oh, no. We're taking over the show now.
What? Why?
Because of the last episode?
I saw nothing in the last episode. What happened?
It doesn't matter.
But...
Shh. I'm Samanyu. I'm Shreyas.
And I'm Nancy.
And this is Student on the Street. We are taking over for this episode. We are interviewing Alicia, Brody, and Rehan.
First, we are interviewing Brody.
What is your favorite food for lunch?
Well, I like
Pizza.
What do you like to do at recess?
I like to play any kind of square, like 2 square, 4 square, 3 square, 6 square. What is your favorite subject? I like math and PE. In math, I think it's fun, and in PE, we get to play fun games.
Next, we will be interviewing Alicia.
Who is your favorite teacher?
My 3rd grade teacher, Miss Morales.
What is your favorite thing to do at recess?
I like playing like 4 squares, like 6 square, like squares I guess, and tetherball.
What is your favorite color?
Light blue.
Now we will be interviewing Rehan. Are you new to this school?
Yeah?
How do you like this school?
Pretty good.
What are your goals for school?
Going on to the next grade with the best marks. Oof.
Thank you, Rehan. This will probably be the last time you're going to see Alicia and Rehan on Student on the Street because we are replacing them. Plus, Rehan is moving to a different state, so we will wrap for Season 2. Only Brody will be in Season 2.
So this is the end of Season 1.
We will see you next year for Student on the Street Season 2. Bye!
Today we're going to tell you how tsunamis form and tips on what to do if there is one.
First, you might be wondering, what is a tsunami? Well, tsunamis are a series of huge waves that can crash into land at high speeds. They often destroy buildings and trees along the coastline.
Tsunamis form when there are disturbances in the water. The disturbances include earthquakes, landslides, and volcanoes. For example, during an earthquake, one of the plates can slide over the other, pushing the water upward. It causes hard-to-see ripples that could only be detected by special instruments. When the ripples can get near land, it will get bigger. It normally goes to higher than 10 feet. However, sometimes it could go up to 100 feet vertically. About 80% of the tsunamis occur in the Pacific Ocean's Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire is the area where the most earthquakes and volcanic eruptions happen.
What should you do when there are warnings or alarms on tsunamis incoming when you live? Plan an evacuation route from your house, school, workplace, or any other places you might be during a tsunami. Try to pick somewhere that is 100 feet above sea level or somewhere more than 2 miles inland. You should be able to get there within 15 minutes. You should also practice your evacuation several times to get used to it. Also, you should have a disaster supply kit. These are some of the basics that you should have in a disaster emergency kit: a portable battery, powered radio or television, extra batteries, a flashlight, a first aid kit with a first aid manual, a supply of prescription medications, a credit card, emergency cash, personal identification, an extra set of car keys, matches in a waterproof bag or container, signal flare, a map of the area, phone numbers of places you should go, and other needs.
Thanks for listening.
Italy. Italy is a beautiful place known for their cuisine and gorgeous landscapes. Italy is located in Europe. Italy's cuisine has spread worldwide. Italy is the 5th most populated country in Europe, with over 60 million people. One fun fact about Italy is that more than 30% of Italians don't use the internet. Another fun fact about Italy is that there are a major gender gap for house chores. A study showed that Italian women do 21 more hours per week than men when it comes to house chores. Italy is home to Europe's only 3 active volcanoes, Etna, Stromboli, and Vesuvius. Italy has been a country for 153 years. Italy is also home to many monuments, including Trajan's Column, Tederico's Mausoleum, Pantheon, Arc of Titus, etc. Italy is a beautiful location and is visited by many tourists over 50 million times per year.
Monaco. Monaco is one of the smallest countries in the world. It is only about 0.08 miles in size and houses some of the richest people in the world. There are no airplanes that land in Monaco. You have to take a yacht, train, or helicopter to get to Monaco. Only about 6,000 of the people who live in Monaco are registered citizens. Monaco borders the country France and is also facing the coast. The national language of Monaco is French. A 1-bedroom apartment costs about $3,500 a month, and a 2-bedroom could cost upwards of $5,000 a month. There are barely any houses for sale in the small country, but they have a lot of casinos. Monaco has a royal family and a royal palace. The population is about 3,000 people. About 30% of the population are millionaires.
Brazil. Brazil is the 5th largest country in the world. It is about 3.288 million square miles in all. Brazil is along the border of the Atlantic Ocean and contains most of the Amazon River's basin. It does not contain deserts, high mountains, or Arctic environments. The population of Brazil is 209.3 million and is the 5th most populated country in the world. One interesting fact about Brazil is that the name Brazil comes from a tree named Brazilwood. One difference between Brazil and the United States is that Brazil, they drive on the right-hand side of the road instead of the left. The main language they speak is Portuguese, which dated back from the 12th century. Brazil's government split into 5 parts named North, Northeast, Central West, Southeast, and South.
Tom Holland. Tom Holland is a 22-year-old, born June 6, 1996 British actor who has been deemed iconic in his place as Spider-Man in Avengers. Tom first started acting when he was just 12 years of age in Billy Elliot the Musical. After that, Tom found success in a film and after he was in The Impossible, which gave him amazing reviews. He then acted in the movie named Captain America Civil War in 2016 before he got the chance to act in Spider-Man Homecoming. In this movie, Tom's name is Peter Parker and he is a 15-year-old who got bit by a spider and later on became Spider-Man. Peter doesn't have his biological dad, but his role model, Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, is his father figure. Although Mr. Stark is very close to Peter, Mr. Stark wants Peter to stay as the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Even though Mr. Stark is very hard on Peter, he still loves him and sees him as a son.
Elizabeth Olsen. You may know Elizabeth Olsen from a few movies, including Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, Avengers Age of Ultron, Captain America Civil War, and many other movies. She is best known for her role in Marvel movies as Wanda Maximoff. She is now 38 years old, born on February 16, 1989. Elizabeth is the younger sister of the Olsen twins. When she graduated Tisch Film School in 2011, she was already in a few movies, including Silent House, Martha, Marcy, May, Marlene, and Peace and Love, Misunderstanding. In 2014, she was in the live-action remake of the international blockbuster Godzilla. She started acting at the very young age of 11, landing a small role in her sister's videos, How the West Was Fun, our first video.
Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth is a 35-year-old Australian man who was born on August 11, 1983 in Melbourne, Australia. He is known worldwide as playing Thor in multiple Marvel movies such as Avengers. He will also be starring in Men in Black International along with Tessa Thompson, who also has worked in a Marvel movie. He is married to Elsa Pataky. Together they had 3 kids, Tristan, Sasha, and Indy Hemsworth. He inspires many. He was in many movies, and there are lots more to come.
Tom Hiddleston. Tom Hiddleston is a 38-year-old British actor and was born on February 9th, 1981, in London, England. His mother is a former stage manager, and his father was a scientist. He is best known for playing the role of the famous villain Loki. Loki appears in many Marvel movies, playing Thor's stepbrother. But Hiddleston is not only known for Marvel movies, but he has also worked with other big directors. Some of these being Steven Spielberg, Woody Allen, Guillermo del Toro, etc. Some of Hiddleston's most famous films is the King Kong film, Kong, Skull Island, Thor Ragnarok, and Avengers Infinity War. Tom played in many famous films, and there are more to come.
I heard you have riddles!
That's right, they're on the Brookvale Media Club website. But remember, it's only for Brookvale students only, and you have to sign in with your Google ID.
Can I get a prize?
Yes, the first person to answer all the riddles correctly gets a shout out on the upcoming film production.
A shout out?
That's right, good luck!
So I can be famous. Link in the description below.
Did I win the riddles?
No.
Josiah, 4th grade.
From whose class?
Mrs. Bloss.
Can I win next time there's riddles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How can I win?
Just go on the website, BVMP.
Here are a couple ways to say thank you in 16 different languages. That way, no matter who you come across and what language they speak, you can show them your gratitude.
Sorry for any mispronunciations.
Japanese, arigato gozaimashita.
Turkish, teşekkür ederim.
Hindi, dhanyavad.
Farsi, teşekkür. English, thank you. Dutch.
Danke dir.
Vietnamese, kamamban.
French, je vous remercie.
Russian, blagodarí vás, which means thank you.
Spanish, gracias. German.
Danke sehr.
Mandarin, 谢谢.
Arabic, shukran jazila.
Korean, gomabsubnida.
And an extra one, Privyet, which is Russian thanks.
See you next time.
Some time back, I received, in the name of our country, the bodies of 4 Marines who had died while on active duty. I said then that there is a special sadness that accompanies the death of a serviceman, for we're never quite good enough to them. Not really, we can't be, because what they gave us is beyond our powers to repay. And so when a serviceman dies, it's a tear in the fabric, a break in the whole, and all we can do is remember. It is, in a way, an odd thing to honor those who died in defense of our country, in defense of us, in wars far away. The imagination plays a trick. We see these soldiers in our mind as old and wise. We see them as something like the founding fathers, grave and gray-haired. But most of them were boys when they died, and they gave up 2 lives, the one they were living and the one they would have lived. When they died, they gave up their chance to be husbands and fathers and grandfathers. They gave up their chance to be revered old men. They gave up everything for our country, for us. We owe them a debt we can never repay. All we can do is remember them and what they did and why they had to be brave for us.